stood up on it and he put shooting my shot.
I was like literally an hour from deleting the app, and then
that changed my life.
And the rest is history.
Okay, can I ask the story of how you guys met?
So how I met was I found her on Instagram and I basically messaged her asking if she was in the area, because after a while after I followed her, she posted on her story and she was playing the piano outside, and I was like, oh my gosh, like she's literally in Boston. So I asked her, and then you know, one thing led to another, and finally we met up in Boston, and then from there it was not, from there we just kept going on little dates, and it was nice.
What was your first date?
Our first date,
you got it?
Yeah, we went to Chinatown and we got bubble tea, and then we sat and we talked for like hours and hours, and we like immediately clicked, so it was really nice.
We met on Bumble.
The first date was at a place called City Side, and then the second date she took me to the Grand.
It's true, you know the club, the Grand? Yeah, I went with some friends and I was like, you know, you want to come? And then he did, and then it was awesome.
The rest is history for me.
We met in 2020 on Bumble. So it was during the pandemic, but in the summer when we were from Chicago. We were visiting New York, but in Chicago during that time, you could go outside and meet people. So that was our first date outside, and we've been dating ever since.
yeah, I was gonna delete the apps. I was swiping on Bumble because I was bored. I also didn't go on Hinge or Tinder because I didn't want to put in any effort. So Bumble is the one where girls can message. So I was like literally an hour from deleting the app, and then saw her profile, swiped, decided to just stick it out for another couple of days and see if she messaged, and she ended up messaging. And my prompt was hit me with a food-related pickup line, and so she hit me with a good food-related pickup line and slid into the DM. So here we are 3 years later, New York.
Do you remember what the pickup line was?
Yes,
Yes.
it was, are you a donut because you're making my eyes glaze over? Something to that
Something
effect.
very stupid.
But it worked. It worked.
worked.
I like donuts, so.
So now we have
lucky.
donuts on our anniversary, which is kind of cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so we met at college 12 years ago. He asked me for a pen, and I thought he was really weird. And I ignored him, and then he was in my class.
We were both enrolling on a music course, and I just seen her and I wanted to talk to her, so I thought, yeah, what can I ask? Have you got a pen? I needed something to write down. First day.
What was that for? We went to a shisha bar.
We
went to a shisha bar, and we were 16, and we asked somebody to buy us a bottle of Jack Daniels outside an off license, and he went in and bought us. Then we got really drunk and had shisha underage.
Yeah, we were illegally drinking.
It was naughty.
We met at the NYU June 5th, 2005, and we've been married for 17 plus years. NYU Computer Lab, it was the evening. She came because her internet didn't work. I was sitting there in the computer lab around 7:30, and that changed my life. And the next day I asked her out, and the rest is the history. First date was just going to Washington Square Park, and then we went to a diner to have dinner.
We met in a club in Scotland.
Just totally random.
It's really random, yeah. It was really random, and then we didn't get each other's details, and then my flatmate tracked him down on Facebook, and I sent him a message. I think it was just something like, hi, do you remember me?
It was like a few weeks later.
Yeah.
So we were both at university, but different universities, like in the same city.
Yeah.
It was like, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. And then, that was like almost 14 years ago.
Yeah. A long time ago.
We had a mutual friend that I went to high school, or she went to high school with, and she had posted a picture of us.
The friend.
Yeah.
The friend posted a picture of you and her.
Yes.
And then I started following her on Instagram.
And then I think it was a month later, maybe, I messaged her on Instagram. So.
And then we went out, and then
2 years later.
Oh, she slid up on a picture. I was at a soccer game.
You're at the Thorns game.
The Portland Thorns, and she asked if I went to a lot of games. And I said no. And then the next week, I think we went out.
Yeah.
What was your first date?
It was McMenamins.
it's a hotel slash like lots of different bars and stuff like that. So, do you want to tell me the right
I'll tell you. I was in a basketball varsity team, and our bus was passing by through our school to go back to enter because we're coming back from a game. And I had saw her get off from her father's car, and I asked one of my best friends at the time. I was like, "Man, who's that girl?" Oh, it's Andrea. The time he was dating her best friend. I got her.
He hated me.
No.
He's like, don't do that. She's annoying.
Yeah. So then he passed me her Snapchat, and then I tell her what I said.
I posted a story on my Snapchat, and he stood up on it and he put shooting my shot.
And from there.
And then I guess from there, that's how we met.
Yeah. I just told her, like, basically from that snap, she responded to me the next day. Then the following day, I was like, do you want me to walk you to class? So I would walk her to her class in high school, and that's how it started off.
Our first date was the movies, and we went to Longhorn Steakhouse for dinner.
Yeah.
We met in high school actually, and I had a crush on him. And we were in AP Music Theory class together, and I basically got him to ask me out by just keeping asking. I have a movie to go to, but I have no one to see it with.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll take you. I got coupons, I got gift cards, for family.
And we've been together for 7 years, yeah. So.
Was your first date the movie?
Yes. Yeah, we
did.
actually went to see an R-rated movie, and he didn't have his passport because that's his only form of ID. So we had to change the movie, and we walked around for like 2 hours beforehand.
We ended up seeing King Kong.
King Kong,
yeah. It's so random. But
it was fun though.
It was fun.
We met at work. We didn't have a formal date. We were just good friends, hanging out, and then.
She fell in love with me.
No, he fell in love with me. That's how it happened.